As the Honeycode team defined them, Rowlinks and Picklists are unique Honeycode features that can greatly reduce time spent on data modeling and lookup. In layman words, a rowlink is a type of value, much like date, time, or currency, that enables you to access an entire row of data from a single cell. You can think of a rowlink as a more powerful version of VLOOKUP. Instead of returning a single value, a rowlink returns an entire row of data. A picklist, on the other hand, is a drop-down menu of rowlinks. You can use a picklist in your tables and your apps. Picklists enable you to limit table rows stored in a cell. Let's look into rowlinks in detail. We use rowlinks when we want to link related tables, quickly look up data, cross-reference rows in tables, and filter and calculate values. Now let's see rowlinks in action. We'll look into the M projects and A tasks tables for this scenario. In our M projects table, we have two projects listed, namely newsletter and web redesign. In our A tasks table, we have a list of tasks that need to be completed. Here, we can see that the project column in the A tasks table relates back to the project in the project table. While the displayed value in the tasks table may just look like text, the cells in the project column actually store a full row in the projects table. The link, indicated by its blue color, is what we call a row link. When you click on the blue row link, you can see below that all the values are displayed from the linked M projects table. In most database or spreadsheet programs, creating a link between these two tables means you would have to use a special lookup function or write a complicated formula. But in Honeycode, it just takes a couple of clicks to add a row link. Simply select a table column and format it as row link. Now let's look at picklists in details. In many spreadsheet applications, you can use drop-down menus to limit input to a set selection. In Honeycode, we call these picklists. You can use picklists to validate data and limit user inputs, and you can also use them to add a drop-down menu in an app. Let's see picklists in action. In our A tasks table, we have a column named status. Instead of manually configuring a status dropdown, one independent table named mStatus was created with a column of status options. Then, for any tables that require a status, you'd simply add a status column. In other terms, the mStatus table is not used only for our A tasks table. It can also be used by other tables. Notice that the column is formatted as rowlink and picklists is enabled. When the table column is configured as a picklist, a drop-down selector is added to the cell, indicated by a chevron. This allows you to choose the status from a drop-down. Now let's go to the builder. Notice that the project data cell is configured as a rowlink and is editable. This means that the data from our M projects table will be displayed as a drop-down list in our app. Let's see that in action by clicking on View App. Click on the Filter button. You can see the drop-down menu allowing us to choose a particular project. This is also true for assignee, priority, and status.